Let me start with Ms. Phyllis Caldwell, Chief Home Ownership Preservation Office, U.S. Department of the Treasury. I have here a press release from November 30th, 2009 from the Treasury Department. The press release says, servicers failing to meet performance obligations under the Servicer Participation Agreement will be subject to consequences, which could include monetary penalties and sanctions. That was November 30th, 2009. Have you levied any penalties or sanctions?
Madam Chairman, thank you for that question. We take the servicer performance under HAMP very seriously. And
I know you do, but have you levied any penalties or sanctions?
We have. In terms of penalties to the servicers, we have required that servicers go back and re-solicit homeowners that they may not have solicited. We have required servicers to change their process and reevaluate homeowners for HAMP. In addition, we've required servicers to suspend foreclosures.
Have you levied any penalties or sanctions?
We have not levied monetary clawbacks of
any
incentives.
Penalties or sanctions? Have you levied any?
We have levied many non-monetary penalties on the servicers.
Have you levied any penalties or sanctions? I understand what you're saying. You've required them to do some things.
Correct.
You've asked them to change some of their procedures, etc. But my question is, have you levied any penalties or sanctions?
We have not levied major monetary remedies, which
so you have not levied any penalties or sanctions. Is that your answer?
That is not correct. We have given several penalties under the servicer performance agreements.
Well, fine. That's okay. Can you describe those penalties to us?
As I described earlier, the penalties, or actually the remedies available under the servicer performance agreement are limited to directing servicers to do additional things, withholding compensation for those permanent modifications that have been made, or going back and clawing back incentives that have already been paid. To date, we have not gone back to take back incentives that have already been paid, but we have pursued many of the non-monetary remedies, including further actions and evaluations and reevaluations.